Before we begin the video, I'd like to thank my friend Darsh for his tools, for all the patience he's shown, and for all the help he's given me with the installation. Without him, this installation wouldn't have been possible. Thank you, Darsh. What is up, YouTube? So we just got back from the post office with a massive parcel. It's our bubble visor, no doubt, and we're gonna get straight into the unboxing and the installation without wasting any time. So keep watching. Here we begin loosening the bolts of the mirrors and getting rid of the mirrors, as they are an expensive component to replace in case of damage. They'll also let us work more freely once the mirrors are off the bike. Once the mirror comes loose, take notice of the indicator cable between the mirror and the visor, as the indicators are integrated within the mirror stem on this version of the RC390. Carefully unplug the cable and you're free to store the mirror safely. We then begin with loosening and removing all the fairing screws holding the stock visor in place on the front face of the motorcycle. Store them safely to avoid any complications while reinstalling the new visor. We then managed to pop the old visor right off the bike and bring in the new visor for installation. I ordered this RC390 visor from HARP Chennai on Instagram. I shall place the Instagram handle for HARP Chennai right here. While installing the visor, one of the first things we do is pull the indicator cables out of their cutouts and make sure they're not crushed under the visor. Now, to be honest, this by far was the most difficult part of the job, the installation of the new visor. The new visor is made of fiberglass and had little to no flexion at all. It was incredibly difficult to line up the cutouts as the mold was fresh and rigid, and applying too much force or pressure could have put a crack in the part. The installation took us from 1 in the afternoon to winding up at sunset at 6 p.m. This being the most difficult and time-consuming part of the whole project. We adjusted and readjusted and began bolting down one screw at a time, having to reverse our steps a lot of times until we managed to force the cutouts in place. After bolting down the bubble onto the front face of the new visor, we took a moment for celebration. We were ecstatic to have installed the new visor after such a long haul. This visor comprises of a smoked translucent windscreen to look through. The bubble itself is held down with 5 screws on the front face of the visor. Another interesting design element was the cutout on the front face of the visor, which runs in synchronization with a cutout inside originally designed by KTM itself. Ram air intake feels, anyone? The new visor makes the cockpit look absolutely monstrous and is very reminiscent to me of the RC8. If you guys did enjoy the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing a first ride with the new visor very soon. Stick around.